My great people, I welcome una again. I thank una for all una support, for all the subscription. We don't carry another better ogbonge lesson come today again. Today lesson, we want to learn how to make this fine bustier with bra cuffs. So this fine bustier with bra cuffs now might display for the screen. So it is very simple to make and it is easy. So the first thing we want to do, we want to use our basic bodies, take draft them, just in case you want to use your yoke later on to take draft your own pattern. So then make we want just use these basic bodies, otherwise we for draft them direct. So the first thing we need to do now to know the measurements we need for this bustier with bra cups. So the measurements we need for this bustier with cups now, number one, we need the shoulder measurement. So the shoulder measurement for this pattern now 15 inches divided by 2, 7.5. So I don't put the 15 inches here, the 7.5 here. Then the next thing we do, we can come down from this shoulder measurement by 1 inch. So from this 1 inch, we connect them to 3 inches for the neck width. That is for this point now, and the neck point with this. So we connect them there. Thereafter, we can insert our upper chest line. The upper chest line for this bodice now 7.5 we also use. That is the bust divided by 6 plus 1.5. So that is 7.5. Now be the upper chest line here. From there, we can insert our armhole. We go in by ½ inch. We divide this line, this chest line into 2. We go in by ½ inch. Then we use our curved ruler. This curved ruler, we connect them to the bust measurement here. Thereafter, we can insert our vertical measurements, that is the straight measurements from the shoulder to the waistline or to the length of the bodice. So from the shoulder to the bust line, now 10 inches. From the shoulder to the under bust, now 13 inches. From the shoulder to the waistline, now 15 inches. Then to the main length of the bodice, depending on you. So the length of the body is totally dependent on you. So after we do that, we can insert our dart leg. So to get this dart, now the bust span measurement divided by 2. The bust span measurement now 8 divided by 2 now 4. So we from this center front we measure 4 inches. So from this 4 inches mark here, we can rule out the bust the that leg, the that line rather. Then from there we can come for this shoulder line. We divide the shoulder line into 2. Then we find the midpoint. I can connect them to this bust line here. So from this bust line, I come up by 1 inch. Then from the bust line also I go down by 1 inch. So now we want to continue to create our bust bustier with the bra cups. So now we want create the bra cups. So either way, you feel use your what do they call it? If you use compass to draw your bust radius, but if you don't get compass, you feel still walk around them by using. You just come here, measure the distance between this bust line and the under bust. So for this pattern are 3 inches. So this 3 inches, you will come up here for this bust line. You will insert that 3 inches. So, but because I want to make this my own bustier get small coverage, I go add 1 inch to them to make them 4 inches. So now here be the 4 inches. Then I go come for the under bust line. I go take 1 inch for both sides of the under bust. So I go take 1 inch here. I go take 1 inch here. Then I go connect them to this 1 inch mark where I do. I go also take 1 inch for the waistline. 1 inch here, 1 inch here. Then I go connect them to the bust, to this 1 inch where I come down for the bust line. So I go use my straight ruler now, connect and make I show now how the thing be. So I connect this line to this line, then everything I connect them to these points here. Now see, say the thing they very simple. Very, very simple to make. So the next thing we want to do now to come for up here. Say we come up here by extra 1 inch instead of 3 inches will be the bust radius. So from this bust, this line now, I go mark the same dart where I insert here. I go insert them here. But I won't divide my darts here. I go put 1.5 inch for this side. I go put ½ inch for this side. So that this side go dey firm. Now I want one like that. So for this side, I go insert 1.5 inches. Then here I go put ½ inch just to make sure say the bust gets that gets it firm. Then I go connect them to this 1 inch point where I come up for here. The next thing we want to do now, we don't create that leg. We go come for this bust line. So from this bust line, to get the bust separation, we'll come for this bust line. I go measure 3 inches up. I go 3 inch or 2.5 inches up. But it depends on you, totally depends on you. But me, I want use 3 inches. I'll just go up by these 3 inches. If you use 2.5 inches. So, or make we use 2.5 inches. So we'll just go up by 2.5 inches for here. Then we'll go come out by another ½ inch. That's to create the bust separation. So we'll just measure the line. Make sure say everything they accurate. Then rule your line. So we don't create this bust. Then from this under bust, we want to connect them to this point. So we'll just use our curved ruler like this. Connect this line to this under bust measurements. So this part of the cup don't form. The next thing we want to do, we go measure this dart leg and this dart leg. Make sure say everything they equal. So from here, this is 3 inches here. Okay, let me measure this. This is 3 inches. This is 3 inches for here. Then we'll make sure say the dart legs they equal. Make anyone no they longer than anyone. So this na 3 inches. So this 3 inches, so this dart here, I go connect them to this cup for this side. I will use this my curved ruler. But if you want to make your own day flat like this, you are free. Oh, they totally dependent. Okay, maybe we do it this way. Make our own come up like this. So it just they dependent on you on how you want to make your own cup day. So the next thing we want to do, we go come for this side. We go measure the bust radius. So that we know say the bust radius now 3 inches. We go add 1 inch join or half inch. Depends on you. But if you add half inch, but me I want add 1 inch because I want to make my own cup day covered. I don't want any spilling anywhere. So I'll just connect this point to the under bust here like this. So sorry, this marker to get big mouth. Okay. Yes. So this is it here. Then we go come use our straight line. No say here we come up by here we came up by 2.5 inches. So we go replicate that same 2.5 inches here like this. See so now here the 2.5 inches they go. Then we go come rule our straight line, connect them. Use this straight line, connect them like this. Then we'll come use our curved ruler, take curve out the bust cup for this side. So now see so this side of the cup don't also form. The next thing what we want to do, we want just make the style line. So from this part here, you come up by half inch or to 1 inch, depends on how busty the person did. Me, I'll just use half inch. So from this side too, I will go up by half inch, I'll come down by half inch. Then from the middle point here, I will come out from this midpoint by half inch, I will come out by another half inch here. Then I will connect the style lines together like this. So we don't connect the cup now, and this cup don't they ready. The next thing we want to do now to insert our measurements. So the bust measurement now 36 divided by 4. That's 9 inches. So 9 inches they here plus this 1 inch that allowance 10 inches plus 1 inch for sewing 11. 11 is here. So we go come for the under bust. The under bust measurements now 30 divided by 4 7.5 plus 1 inch 2 inches that allowance 9.5 plus 1 inch for sewing allowance 11. So 10.5. So this is 10.5. Just use your straight ruler, connect them. The next thing where you go do, come your waistline, insert the waist measurements. So the waist is 32 divided by 4 8 plus 2 inches that allowance 10 plus 1 inch joining allowance 11. So just 11 here. So make we connect all the lines. Me, I don't want to put yoke for this bustier. So if you want to put yoke for your own, it totally dependent on you. So if you want to put yoke, just curve out your armhole, cut them out. When you curve your armhole finish, just cut out. See, just cut your own from here. Make everything form. So now time to cut. Sorry. So this one, remember saying I here the 3 inches start from this dart leg. From here to here is 3 inches. So now here I go pass. So make we cut now. Make I show now. So just try label your own so that you no go get confused. Just to blend out this curve. Then this one will be 1, this one will be 2, this now 3, this now 4. So this one up, this one 2 up, 4 down, 3 down. Okay, so we don't cut the cups finish. See, this one now 1 and 2. So now like this one go there. So I go put on for another paper now, use and cut. So once we don't cut and finish, I come use paper, this paper tape hold the cup. So this one now 1 up, 2 up. So I want cut them together now. I don't put on top another fresh pattern paper. Make I just trace out the outline so that it go easy for us to cut out the cup. So if you follow this procedure where they give you, so you go get your own perfectly. So just trace out the outline like this. See, this one now, this one at the center front, this one at the side front. So from here, make I just mark the notch. So now here the notch dey. So this now the notch, this now up, this now down. So the next one what we go do, carry this second pattern, this second one. See, and this one are the 3D, 3 down and the 4 down. So I don't put on top this pattern paper now. I go still trace and the same way where I trace out that first one. Sorry. So don't trace them out. The next thing we will do now to just cut out this pattern as it is. So just cut them out. Then we will come use our fabric to cut them. So my people, we don't come back. We don't go cut the pieces. We don't cut the bralets. So this side go day up, this side go day down. So we will go sew this bralets now together. Now this fine Ankara now we want use. Now see so I want to use this Ankara inside as the other fabric. Then I go use this lace for the top. So make I go sew now. I go come show now. See the side, the center front and the side front, the side back for this. So we go cut them now. I will go join them now for the machine. I go use machine join them together. Then when I join and finish, I'll come show now the outcome. Make I go join at the cup. if I join am finish, I come show na dey come, I no go tey. Alright, so my people, we don't go join the bralette, we don't go join the cuffs. See, I don't join this lace part, and I don't join the Ankara part. Now see how the thing fine. I join them together. Okay, so this one now, I never put anything inside though. I don't put any cup. I just join the cups together like that. So the next thing we want to do now, we'll put this lace part inside like this. Now see, so now the thing where I want to be that. So this Ankara part go be like the lining. So I want to go put them together now. I go come show now. So I go put this Ankara like this. So the wrong side go there with the wrong side. So the wrong side go there with the wrong side, and the right side. So this side now the right side go there outside. Then this one at the wrong side go there inside. So I go swam. But before I do that now, I go just use, I don't trim this excess come out here. So if you top stitch them if you want, but if you don't want, you just leave them like that. So I will just go put these two cuffs together. Then I go put them together, then I go use my machine, run and stitch for this side. Make I go do now, no go tey. I go come back very soon. Okay, my people, we don't go sew the bra up. See as you fine. So the first thing we go do to sew this bra up, I will cut off this excess thread where they decide, so that you know go there. See, always make sure you cut off your excess thread. So you see the cup this side. So if you even use them as reversible cup, see. So what I do be say, as I join the two front, before I do this one, I want to just show now. So as I join this side, see the good side and this good side, I join them together like this for the top. Then I come run and stitch, straight stitch for the top. Then after I do that one, I come cut off the excess thread here. So you just cut them off, then notch and small, or you braid them. So you just cut them off small like that, so that the thing no go dey too poof, no go dey too poof for the when you turn them to the other side. So you just cut off the excess thread where they on top here. Then after I do that one, I can't turn them to the other side, to the good side like this. Then I'll come run them top stitch. So when you dey top stitch, always make sure say the seam allowance where they back, it go fall for the side where go dey like the lining. For example, now this side now go dey the back side, this one now go be the good side. So this all the seam allowance go dey for this side, this other Ankara side. So I won't go run and top stitch now as I do this one. See, I see this one as it just stay, just balance without even putting anything inside. It just dey balance like this. So make I go do this one now. I will go top stitch. I just come explain for now, so that when I go know if you do your own and like this, your own go come out. So just go top stitch, and when you top stitch them, then you come fold them like this. Then you run and stitch all round, just stitch them together all round. Make I go do this cup, make I go do this other cup now. Come show now the result. I no go tey, I dey come. My people, we don't come back, we don't go sew the two cups together. Now see as it makes sense. See the cup, very fine, makes sense well. So when you do your own too, now like this, your own go be. See the inside of the cup, see the inside of the cup, and then see the outside. Now each side now go the outside. So I just use the lace, take, cover them up. The next thing we want to do now, we want to go join the center front with the side. So this center front now, I want to go join now with the side, with the two sides. So this now the side front. Okay, I come out with it for the pin. So this now the side. So one go there here like this. Okay, now the same. Then this other one go there this side. So we go join them now with the half-inch seam allowance. When we dey cut, we leave half-inch seam allowance for this side and this side. But the sides for this side, no need for half seam allowance, because we don't already keep seam allowance there when we dey cut the main fabric. So I hope so now they see what I do so. See so make I go join them now. I go join her here, I go do the same for this other one too, because now two. So I want to use this fabric itself as the main body and the lining. So I will go join everything up now. I will come show now the outcome. We don't go see where they come. Okay, my people, we don't go sew the side pieces and the center front together. So see as you take make sense. Now don't see them. So when you sew your own, try make you press them, give an iron and well so that everything go lie flat where for you. See the center front and the side front. So the two side fronts, everything don't align properly. So the next thing we want to do now, I'll just trim off any excess weight there for this side. I'll just trim off the excess for this side. So after I trim off this excess, the next thing we want to do now, we'll go join them for here. We'll join them for the top. We'll join them for this top too. We'll leave the center. We'll leave this side. Join this side. Join this side. Join this side. So I will go join them now. I will come show now. This side now will go attach to the back. So you go leave this back side. Ordinarily, we're supposed to don't join this back side before we're supposed to don't join the side back to this front. So make we go join the side back to the front. Then I will come show now the next thing what we go do. So my people, so we talked before, we don't join the back side back and the center back. See the center back, see the side back. We don't join them together. So now we want to join all the pieces together. So this now the lining piece and this now the main fabric. So I use the same material as lining and the main fabric. So now to join everything together, I will just go my sewing machine. I go sew them from here, sew here, sew here. So I no go put loop. I no go put that rope into the hole am. So I go just sew am from here to here. Then I go leave this side, this cuff side, I go leave am open. I go sew here. I go leave this side open. I go sew here. Now see am. So now those places now I go sew. When I sew and finish, I go also sew this side because now zip now I won't put. This one are just for illustration purpose. Make una for see how the thing go come out well. So I go just go sew and now make I go sew everything up together. If I sew and finish, I go come show now. I no go take. I dey come. So my people, we don't sew the side pieces, the front and the back. We don't join them for the top. So we don't sew them from here. We sew here. We sew the sides together. So the next thing we want to do now, we want to turn them to the front. Okay, sure now. So once you turn them, just make sure say this side they well. Turn them to the front side. Now see, as everything match, the front and the back. That is the lining and the main fabric. Everything match together. See, everything match well. So when you do your own like this, don't reach this stage, just take your iron everything out, make it dey flat, iron them well, give a good ironing, make everything dey flat. So after you don't iron and finish, you will come use your attach the cups. So now the stage where we did now to attach our cups. After ironing, you can attach the cup. Then make I attach the cup first. This one now we not go put boning because for this project I know they use boning and just the normal way. But I will do another project where I go insert boning. I will show now how to take insert boning for your own bustier when you make your own. So assuming say we insert the boning now, we'll put for here, we'll put for this side. Yeah, I will just sew here, then insert the boning, sew here, insert the boning, then sew for the top just to hold on. Put for this center front, the two center fronts and the sides. So but for this project we know they put boning, but the next project we will do, we will put boning so that we will see how it be when boning they inside bustier. It makes sense where they make sense where even though this one still makes sense, but it no go too day firm like that. As if you say boning no day inside, it no go too stand. So the next thing we want to do now, we'll just attach our cups. So this one are the cup we want to attach. I will just come for this side. See, I go match this center. I go match this center to this place. I go match them like this. And I will use my pin hold them. Then I will go my machine, swam round to this side. Go swam to this side. So if I hold on now, when I swam, I will see how the thing go come out. I will just use the pin hold on. Then I go swam around to this side. Make I go swam now. I will come show now. Now see, say the thing don't even almost deform, even without sewing. So make I go swam now. I go come show now the outcome. My people, we don't go sew the cups inside the brow. Now see I'm inside the bustier. See the cups, we don't sew them. Make I show now the inside. So the next thing what I go do now, I go just take fabric like this. I go cut bias with this fabric. I go use and pipe them. I go use and pipe this side so that it go dey neat. I go use and pipe inside this fabric so that everything go dey neat inside this bustier. Everything go dey neat. Everything go match. Now see, say the thing match well. everything match up well, everything dey okay, except say I no get lights at the moment for iron am. But when you dey do your own, try make you iron am well well, give am better ironing, make everything flat, arrange everything well, iron am, iron this side out, iron everything out. So but when light come, I go iron am, then I go still show now how the iron. But you can imagine, even without boning, without anything, I no put anything inside the cup, I no put anything inside this bustier itself. If to say I wan put boning, like I said before, I go put here, put for this side, the two side for the center, I go come put for the sides. So you see the next thing wey we wan do now. So as we don reach this part, we don reach this stage. Okay, when I don pipe this inside finish with the bias of this strip of bias, I'll go cut one from the remaining material. I go come use and pipe this inside. I will pipe the cup inside like this. I go pipe am. When I pipe and finish, then I'll come sew this down part. So I go turn am back to the side, to the wrong side. I go sew am from beginning to, I go leave like 5 inch or something like this here, something like this. I go just leave like 5 inches, so that I go use and turn the material back outside. So make I go sew am now. I go come show now. When I sew and finish, the remaining one, when I don't turn the material come out, I go come use from that side. I go turn am, then I go come use hand needle take hand stitch am. So make I go do this one now. I will come show now the outcome. I dey come, I no go take. Alright my people, we don't go sew the bottom part. We don't sew am, and we don't turn am back to the right side. So but if you go put peplum, or if you know say you want attach your own to maybe a skirt or anything you want use and do gown, no need to sew am for here, or just attach wetin you want attach for the down parts and then sew am together. But this one, because say na just normal top, we no go put any, we no go attach anything for the down. Then make I sew am down. So now see am, so far so good. Make I no say koni baje. So far so good, the thing makes sense. So far so good, it makes sense well. So the next thing what we want to do now, as light no dey, I no fit iron am, but make una iron on our own, so that the thing, your work go neat well. But even though I don't iron am, you still see say it's not too bad like that. So just try do your own, iron your own well. Then the next thing what I want to do now, I don't fold the zip allowance inside. So I don't fold the zip allowance in. See am. So as I talk from the beginning, I say I don't want to put that rope, what they call loop for the back. Now zip I want to use take close this my bustier. So I go put them now, and then that will be the end of our project for today. So just put your own zip, or put whatever fastener for the back where you know say you want, and you are good to go. Just rock your bustier top, go anywhere, rock am with anything where you like, trouser, skirts, palazzo, anyone. So I thank everybody for your patience. I thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your subscriptions. And I beg, if today's lesson dey useful to you, help me also still like, and help me take subscribe if you never subscribed before, and tell your friends, share this video, and I will see you now for the next video. The next lesson, by the grace of God, we go do the one where we go put boning for the sides, so that it will stay when I go see them, and hopefully light go dey, so that I go iron them and it will make sense well. So thank you everybody. I will see you for the next video. Now bye.